Have you dreamed about study abroad in 2025 with a fully funded scholarship? Stay tuned. In this video, I will share with you 10 steps, okay, 10 steps that you need to consider during your next scholarship application. And this is very important because it's not like complicated as many people think, but you need to know what to do, when to do, and how to do this thing because everything should have a plan, and your scholarship application also should have a plan. So I will share with you all the steps that you need to make sure that you implement them. And if you implement them, you will come back later and tell me that you got a scholarship in 2025. Okay, so try to make sure that you stay until the end of this video. And if this is your first time, don't forget to subscribe and also share this video to someone who is looking for it can be like a scholarship. Sorry. Okay, the first thing, without wasting any time, that you should do when it's come to apply for a scholarship and winning it, not only applying and winning it in 2025, is to set clear goal and also define your dream program. Okay, this is very important because there are multiple, like thousands and thousands of scholarship abroad that are available for international students, but you cannot apply to all of them. You cannot apply to all of them. So the first thing is that you need to set clear goal. Which country did I like? Which country interests me the most, or which program interests me the most? For example, we have the KNV scholarship in Indonesia. Okay, we have the DAE in Germany. We have the MES scholarship in Japan. We have the Bright scholarship. Okay, we have the Fulbright scholarship in the US. We have Canada Vanier scholarship. We have multiple countries that offer scholarship. The first thing that you need to do is to tailor them, like make a list. Okay, make a list of those programs that you are interested in, and also the programs, like, and also their country is very important. So once you have this list, now it's come to the second point. Okay, it's come to the second point to search early, research early the scholarship. Many people wait until the end, like the deadline, near the deadline, to start searching for scholarship, or if not only like when they want the scholarship to start researching. Research early, prepare your success. Don't wait just the scholarship to come and then you start researching. No, there are many search engines. For example, if you are interested about a government scholarship, try to get in touch with the embassy of this country. Ask them about scholarship available, especially that particular scholarship that you already listed there. Ask them about that scholarship. And also go to the official website, either for example the KNB scholarship or the Eiffel scholarship or any other scholarship. Try to go to the official website of that year, of that program. Look for the announcement, because they will make announcement when the scholarship is open and how to apply and so on. So try to receive, and also come to YouTube. There are thousands of videos about scholarship in your particular video, in your particular field, especially this channel. That's where I'm going to invite you to subscribe if you have not yet done, because if not, you will not see another video about this one. So try to have a lot of search engine. Ask people who already got that scholarship to give you tips about that scholarship. Okay, so that is the second point. And after that, it's going now to send us to the next point, because all these 10 points, they are related. If you do the first point without doing the next one and so on, you are going to mix everything. So you need to make sure that you follow until the end of this video. Okay, now it's come to the third point, which is here to know the eligibility requirement of that particular scholarship. Because as I used to say in my other videos, every scholarship has a purpose and the audience for this scholarship. So you need to make sure that you are between this thing, the purpose and the people. What this scholarship is for, who this scholarship is for, like you need to know the eligibility criteria related to the age, related to the language requirement, related to the experience, for example, related to anything related to that program. You need to make sure that you go to the eligibility requirement, you read it, you understand it, and you apply for it, because they will not make any exception. That's why you see, if for example they will say, if you apply after the deadline, we are not going to consider our application, or if you don't provide this document, we are not going to give your we are not going to get back to you, we are not even reviewing your application. That's the case. So you are not, they are not going to apply like to be aligned with you, but you have to be aligned with the scholarship guideline. So it's very important to make sure that, okay, this particular scholarship, what are the requirements? Is it for bachelor program? Is it for master's program? Is it for PhD program? And after that, what are the requirements for this program? You start by the language. What is the language requirement for this particular program? What is the language requirement? Okay, this will really help you a lot to know, okay, I can apply to this scholarship. I'm eligible to apply for this scholarship. Because if you are not eligible and you just say, okay, I'm going just to apply, because even I think maybe there's a chance I'm gonna be accepted. No, if you don't have all the things, like you don't meet the requirement, even if you are who, they are not going to accept you. So this is going to send us now to the next point, which is preparing your, like making a calendar. Okay, you have to set a calendar now, a calendar about your scholarship. This is very important, what I'm telling you. For example, when you take to the KNB scholarship, because I emphasize a lot about the KNB scholarship, you emphasize, you take the KNB scholarship, you say, okay, this is the name of the scholarship, this is the country, this is when it will happen, this is the deadline, this is the document required, this is all the eligibility requirements. So, and after that, you take the next scholarship you want to apply, and then so on. You have to make a plan, man. You have to prepare all those information so that, okay, this is the scholarship that I'm going to start with, because this is the deadline is near and the other one is far, and then so on. So you prepare a calendar for your scholarship list. After you do this, now it's come to prepare your essential document. This is the fifth point. You prepare the essential document early also. I really emphasize early, because many scholarship, like all the scholarship, they have general document that are like the same, almost the same, but they also have specific document that may differ from one scholarship to another, or from one country to another country. The first, for example, document, general document, this is just a general document that you need for any kind of scholarship. You have the CV, okay? Apart from that, we have your degree. Is depend, either you are applying for bachelor, your high school certificate and transcript. If you are applying for master's, the same thing like for your bachelor degree and also certificate, and the same thing for PhD. So you need to make sure that you have this document, and also the language requirement. For example, this scholarship that you have already, you already know the requirement. For example, does this university or does this scholarship require TOEFL, for example, for English, or they require Duolingo? So preparing what I told you for the second point early will help you to know, okay, I will need to make a test. I will need to do exam, like to do TOEFL, for example, or I need to do Duolingo, because you already know what the scholarship is looking for. So it will help you to do exactly the information, like the test, before even the scholarship opens. You see. So apart from that, like you have the language, of course, and also your motivation letter is very important. I will come later. This is part of the very important document that you need to emphasize on. You have the bachelor L, we have the you have the English certificate, for example, if it's required. You have the CV, and also for the CV, you need to make sure that the CV is different for every scholarship. I will come later emphasizing that. You don't use any CV to apply for any scholarship, because if it is not related, they will say, okay, you don't know what you want, and how can we help you even if you don't know what you want? So you need to make sure that you have all the documents ready. And if, for example, it is required for your document to be authentified, you have to legalize them. If you are applying, for example, for a government scholarship, you need to authentify them either in your Ministry of Foreign Affairs, or in your Ministry of Higher Education, or even the embassy of that country in your country. You see, so you need to authentify all those documents so that you apply for the scholarship. And also try to check the requirement for the document. How are you going to put them? the size, like the size of the document, and also is it a GPG, like either is a JPEG or PDF, or you need to put them all in one folder, or how are you going to try to make sure that it is aligned to the guideline of that university. Okay, try to make sure that it's really aligned to the guideline of the scholarship and that particular program you are applying for. Is really very important if you want to win a scholarship, of course. You see, it's really very important. So this is going to send us now to the 6th point, which is drafting strong personal statement or motivation letter, or even the CV. So here, like, I would like to highlight something. As I said earlier, every scholarship has an objective, you see. So you need to make sure, like, while writing your motivation letter, your profile is aligned to the scholarship. What I mean here, if for example they say these people, this this university or this scholarship is for people who like to come to this country, they study, or they go back to their country, or they have already this kind of skills requirement and so on. So you have to make sure that you align with that. If for example the scholarship says you're gonna come back to your country after you study, don't put in the motivation letter that you would like to say in that country after your study. Give a reason why. Because if you mention that you're going to stay and the scholarship says no, there's something missing here. And also highlight your passion, the achievement that you did. What makes you special? What makes you special? Why they will choose you, not another candidate? Because there will be some people, some scholarship will be receiving thousands of applicants. Why you? Why not other applicant? Tell them a story. Don't use GPT. They will notice that, they will know it, and they will directly cancel your document. They will directly put a red color in your document, because they will detect AI. Try to structure, like, give someone your motivation letter after writing it. If you write it, give it to someone who knows better than you to read that motivation letter again and again. Highlight who you are, what you want, and what you do, what you want to do, and what you plan to do after. You know, currently what are you studying? What you want to study? Why you want this program? Why you want this scholarship? What this scholarship is going to impact in your life? And also highlight your passion. What are you passionate about? What is interesting about you as a person? Okay, highlight all those kind of information. Read it and read it again and again to make sure that there is no mistake before uploading that motivation letter, because this is very important. This is a very good, really very important document, part of your scholarship application. And also the same thing for your CV. Every scholarship has their structure, so don't just put the same CV or the same motivation letter for all the scholarship, because they are different. So for every scholarship, you just restructure it according to the guideline of that scholarship or of that university. It's really important, you know. If you highlight it like this way, you are going to make standing motivation letter and also your CV. I forgot to mention last time also about one of the most important documents, which is the passport. Some university or some scholarship, they will tell you your passport need to be at least 18 months. And if your passport is less than 18 months, don't apply, because try to make sure that you have the document like updated, your passport updated. Okay, so this is gonna even send us to the 7th point, which is getting in touch with the university. It's really important. It's very important. Get in touch with the university where you are applying for. Try to get in touch with them for guidance. Try to get in touch with them to know the deadlines of their application, the procedure, the application process, or anything related to your concern. Tell them you are interested about the university. Tell them that you are interested about the program they are giving, and also ask them questions. Ask them questions. They will remember you. They will remember you. It's very important to get in touch with the university. It's really very important. when you get in touch with the university, they will know you before you start applying. So once you apply, when they receive all those information, they will see your name, they already know you. For example, you already send them your motivation letter or your CV or anything else before, they already know you. And if there is any question that you have in mind before applying, ask the university, because you might do mistake without knowing during the application process, and you think you do something right. To avoid that thing, get in touch with the university, ask them all the questions related to the language, deadline, document, application process, everything. If they know that you are really interested, they will be happy to share all the information with you, so that you become one of the university students. It's very important to get in touch with the university. You will create a relationship, they will know you before, so that it will make things really easier for you for your admission. If you are sure, if you are serious about applying, of course, if you are serious about getting a scholarship in 2025, of course, right? Great. So now let's talk about the ninth point, which is obtaining 8 point, sorry, which is obtaining strong recommendation letters. Because one of the important documents in your application is your recommendation letter, because this thing is going to confirm what you said in your CV, what you said in your motivation letter. Okay, so you need to make sure that you reach out to people, either your former employer or your former academic supervisor, or any person, of course, related to this area, academic and professional, because some scholarship they ask for 2 reference letters, academic reference letter and professional one. So one thing is important about taking a recommendation letter is that you need to make sure you choose someone who likes you, who can talk with like about your strength, who talk about the relationship that you guys is having. I'm not talking about personal relationship. I'm talking about, for example, in a professional context. Where do you know this person? How far do you know him? What did he like? What's the impact he did? Like, why do you recommend him? And also, another important thing, tell your the one who is the recommender, tell him or her related to the scholarship. Don't just tell, I want a scholarship, I would like you to write a recommendation letter. Tell them what is the purpose of the scholarship, because this will guide them to write the recommendation letter. Tell them the program you applied for, and then if there, for example, also some point that you would like them to mention in your recommendation letter that maybe they forgot about it, like either achievement or any passion or anything which is important for you, tell them that. Okay, this is something that I achieved recently, and I would like you to mention this in the recommendation letter. And this is the scholarship, this is the objective of the scholarship, this is the program I applied for, and so on. Tell them, and also make sure that these people like you, because if someone who doesn't have a good relationship with you, they will just write the recommendation letter anyhow, you see. So it's really very, very important. After that, now we come to the 9th point, which is like polishing your application. Polish your application, which send us back even a little bit to reviewing what you have already done. When you are applying to scholarship, you will see some scholarship application, they will allow you to save and come back later, because sometimes when you are applying, you might do mistake without even knowing. So once you come back later, you start from the personal information, academic, and after you come to the document, you uploaded everything, to the essays, to the length, okay, of this essay, like how many words do they require, and everything. You go back one step by step to read everything. Even sometimes you can give it to someone to read your application form that you are about to submit before submitting it. It's very important. It's really important. Okay, it's very important to polish your scholarship application. Try to read again, because there are many people who are applying, and you are part of these people. You would like to be part of those who will be successful in your application. So try to make sure you polish it. And then the final point, which is which has 2 points even, which is to make follow-up. Okay, for example, some scholarship you can apply to the scholarship, and then after you can just send an email. Okay, if you had already asked them before about document or anything question related to the application form, after you apply, you send a message, an email to them. You tell them you completed your application, you cannot wait to see the response, and those kind of information. Just show them the enthusiasm about you applying for the program at their particular university. Make a follow-up. Okay, and lastly, just apply confidently. Apply confidently, because if you believe to all the skills, all the achievement, the passion, and all the document, the GPA, and everything you put in your scholarship application, pray so that you win this scholarship. Okay, don't say, okay, because there are many people who applied, maybe I'm not going to be part of those people who will be selected for this scholarship. No, you might also have this scholarship. Pray so that the scholarship gonna be for you, and also don't give up. Don't just apply to one scholarship and then I don't wish it, but if you fail, you say you are not going to apply it. No, if you apply for a scholarship, you don't get it, apply again and apply again until you get that scholarship that you want, because it's gonna be a process and you don't have to be lazy for that. Okay, I have already shared multiple tips on how to secure a scholarship, and also multiple videos about fully funded scholarship. I think now we are more than I have more than 130 videos about scholarship and tips and life of international student. You can watch all those videos that I have already shared, either experience of international student, either scholarship applications, and everything. So here I invite you really to apply these tips, so that you come back later maybe to tell me you get a scholarship. I will be really happy to read that comment next. If this video already help you so far, strive of course to make a thumbs up, and so that this video gonna have access to many people, and also share this video to people who might be interested in studying abroad, and also subscribe of course, so that you be part of the community. And don't forget to join the WhatsApp group, because we have a WhatsApp group where we are sharing tips and also helping people to know about the application process. So thank you so much. I am very tired. Last night I did not yet sleep, so I think it's really helpful. This video was really helpful for you, and I thank you, and I wish you really good luck. Never give up, and try to make sure that you implement these strategies. Believe me, you will be successful in your application. You will tell me later. Thank you so much, and see you in the next video.